I spent $10, $100, and $1,000 on UGC ads, and the best one might surprise you. Now, I've tested hundreds of different ways to make UGC ads. I've worked with expensive UGC creators, I've tried the cheap ones, I've even tested AI tools that claim to replace them completely. And after all that, I still couldn't answer one question: does spending more actually get you better results? So in this video, I decided to find out. I used the exact same product, the same brief, but 3 totally different budgets, and the outcome honestly shocked me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ad came out on top and why it might completely change how you make UGC ads from now on. Before we jump into the video, I want to quickly show you how this whole experiment is set up. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to test 3 different UGC ads, one for $10, one for $100, and one for $1,000. To make this as fair as possible, every single ad is going to be based on the exact same script, product, and idea. That way, the only real difference between them is the price and how they're made. The $10 ad will actually be created using a professional AI platform, a tool that's been built specifically for high-quality UGC production. I'll keep which one is a secret for now, because I want you to see it in action later. The $100 ad is coming from a Fiverr creator, and for the final one, the $1,000 ad, I'm hiring a top-tier creator from Collabstr. That's where most of the premium UGC creators are. Okay, so let's start off with the $100 ad. Now, I found this creator on Fiverr. I think she's going to be perfect for our $100 ad. The product I'm promoting is this blender right here. So to buy our first ad, I'll click continue, select the standard version, and pay it up. Then we've got a few settings to fill out. First, she asks if I'm ordering for a business, which I am. So I'll select media and entertainment as the industry. Next, for the project type, I'll choose UGC content for social media. Now I'll drop in the script we'll be using. Here's what it looks like. Okay, I have to show you this blender I just got. I've had it for like 30 seconds. It crushes ice, frozen fruit, everything. No problem. The cleanup is super easy too, which is huge for me because I hate scrubbing. Honestly, for the price, this blender is a no-brainer. If you're looking for something fast, simple, and powerful, this is it. For her appearance, I want it to be casual and neutral. Nothing over the top because I want the focus to be on the blender, not the outfit. So something clean and everyday works best. For the mood, I'll go with excited and confident, like she's genuinely impressed with the blender and wants to show her friends. Under video settings, I'll go with raw footage, 9:16 format. For the background, I'll pick the kitchen, obviously, since it's a blender. Audio should be high quality, with no visible microphone. For the notes, I'll just mention that it's a simple blender. Brand doesn't matter since we're testing the quality of the ad, not the product itself. Everything looks good, so I'll click start order, and now it shows up as in progress. While that one's being made, let's move on to our $1,000 ad. So for our Collabstr ad, I found this creator. To buy it, I'll scroll down to the bottom of her profile, select one UGC ad for $1,000, add it to cart, head to checkout, and place the order. Now, just like before, there are a few requirements we need to fill out. For the product, I'll write that we're promoting a blender, nothing super specific, it just needs to look like a normal household blender. The goal here is to get a real, natural UGC ad, where she talks about how quick, powerful, and convenient it is for making smoothies or shakes. Under content requirements, I'll write show the product, keep it authentic, and avoid heavy editing. I'll also set the format to vertical. Then, I'll attach the same script we used before to keep the test completely fair. For the delivery date, I'll pick the earliest option available, and that's it. The order is now placed. So at this point, all we have to do is wait for the ads to come in, and then we'll check them out one by one. So about a week later, I finally have almost all of my ads ready to review, and I'll let you know later why I'm saying almost. Let's now check out the first one.
Okay, I have to show you this blender that I just got. I made a smoothie in like 30 seconds. I'm not kidding. It crushed ice, frozen fruit, everything, no problem. The cleanup is also super easy too, which for me is great because I honestly hate scrubbing. So if you're looking for something fast, simple, and powerful, trust me, this blender is it.
This one came out looking really good. The creator did everything that we asked for, and it looks very casual and trustworthy, which is crucial for a UGC ad. I'd say that the way she promotes the blender also comes out looking really good. Now mind you, it's not a real product, and of course it would be way better if the blender was actually something we were promoting. But all in all, I'd say this is a very cool result. Alright, now let's take a look at the second one.
Okay, I have to show you this blender I just got. I've had it for like 30 seconds. It crushes ice, frozen fruit, everything, no problem. The cleanup is super easy too, which is huge for me because I hate scrubbing. Honestly, for the price, this blender is a no-brainer if you're looking for something fast, simple, and powerful.
And this one came out looking very good as well. The unboxing part really helps sell the product, and I'd say that the creator gives off a much more casual feeling, which would help the conversions a lot. Now, there's one thing I want to mention before we move on, and it's that one of the creators that we bought the ad from didn't deliver us the actual result. I'll reveal which price range that was from, but for now, it's time to let you know what each one actually was. Now that we've checked out all the ads, it's finally time to reveal what each one actually was. The first ad we looked at was actually the Fiverr ad, which cost us $100 $200 in total. Now the second one was supposed to be the Collabstr ad with our premium creator, which would cost us a total of $1,000. But as I already mentioned, the creator never delivered, which is quite a letdown given its premium price tier, which means that the final ad cost us only $10 in total. And here's where it gets crazy, because that ad, as I mentioned earlier, wasn't made by a person. It was made using a tool called ArcAds. I wouldn't say it looks better than the other ad, but did it look just as good for a fraction of the price while giving us full control? Absolutely. And that's where things start to change, because with ArcAds, you can literally create up to 100 ads just like this one for the price of a single $1,000 video, without needing to ship products to creators, wait weeks just to get the first video back, and then even more for revisions. Most importantly, ArcAds will never just not record an ad for you. You will never have to deal with unprofessional creators. With ArcAds, you can swap out sentences, test new versions, change the voice, and get everything delivered in minutes. But it doesn't stop there. You can also test different people, styles, and demographics all at once. And that's why this $10 ad isn't just good for its price. It's proof that you don't need to spend thousands anymore to make professional looking UGC ads. With all that said, let me actually walk you through exactly how I made that ad. If you want to follow along while I'm making this, there's a link to ArcAds down in the description below. When you first log into ArcAds, you want to go ahead and open a new project by clicking on this button right here. As you can see, it opens up a workspace that looks like this. Let me quickly walk you through some of the main features inside ArcAds before we start building the ad. If you click over here where it says talking actors, you'll see a bunch of options pop up. The first one is talking actors, which is the main one we'll be using later. Then you have gestures, which lets your actors move their hands or show emotions. After that, there is videos, where you can create extra product shots. Then there's scenes, which lets you make full AI videos. This one actually uses Google's VO3 video generator, which is one of the best ones out there right now. And they actually just integrated the newest version of Sora by OpenAI. Then there are a few newer features that are really cool. Show your app, unboxing POV, and one animate. Show your app lets your actor interact with an app on screen, which is great for anyone promoting software. Unboxing POV gives you that realistic first-person angle when showing a product, and one animate can literally bring any picture to life or swap someone into a video. Alright, switching back to talking actors, this is where we'll actually make our ad. I'm going to pick the OmniHuman 1.5 model, and I'll explain why later, because it's honestly one of the best features you can use. When I click on Add Actor, you can see there's a massive library of different people to choose from. The easiest way to sort through them is to use the filters on the left. I usually go with newly added, since they upload new actors almost every week. For this ad, I'm gonna go with this actor right here. I think she fits perfectly for the kind of video we're making, and the fact that she's standing in a kitchen works great for our Blender product. Once that's done, I'll paste in the exact same script we used for all the other creators, so everything stays completely fair. Now let me show you what this OmniHuman model can actually do. If you click on this little button that says Add Speech Emotion, you'll see it automatically adds emotions to every line of your script. You can see it adds emotions like excited, laughs, firmly. That's basically how your actor is going to say each line. You can also change or add your own by just typing a slash and picking one from the list, and I'll change this other one from laughs to happy. Super easy to edit. You can also tweak the voice settings. I always like to play the voice first just to hear what it sounds like before changing anything.
Okay, I have to show you this blender I just got. I've had it for like 30 seconds. It crushes ice, frozen fruit, everything, no problem.
This one sounds great already, but if you want to change it, you can just click here and pick another one. ArcAds also connects to 11 Labs if you want to use one of their voices instead. I'm going to keep this one, but make a few small tweaks. I'll increase the speed to 1.15 just to give it a little more energy. Lower the stability to 0.15 so it sounds more natural, and turn up the style exaggeration to 0.9 to make it sound a bit more emotional. So I'll go ahead and click generate. It usually takes just a couple of minutes, and as you can see, the video is already done.
Honestly, for the price, this blender is a no-brainer if you're looking for something fast, simple, and powerful.
Coming from the real creator ads, this one looks really good for something that was fully AI generated. The voice syncs perfectly, the lip movement looks natural, and the actor even adds hand gestures that match what she's saying. Now to make it more realistic, I'll use some of the features I showed you earlier. First, I'll use Show Your App. I'm just gonna upload a picture of the blender, a quick screenshot I took on my phone, and then I'll add our actor from the library. One thing to keep in mind is that not every actor works with this feature yet, so it's a good idea to check before you start generating. Mine does, so I'll select her and click generate. The result looks super realistic, but since we are promoting a blender, I don't think I'll use this in the final video. The second one I'll make is an unboxing POV. I'll upload another picture of the blender and pick a template. There are tons to choose from, some outdoors, some studio, some kitchen. Since we're doing a kitchen product, I'll pick this kitchen template and click create. It comes out looking really solid. The way the box opens and how it's rendered looks natural, and the blender came out out looking great. Even if there are a few tiny flaws in the generation, you don't have to use the whole clip. I'll trim it down later when editing to keep everything clean and fast-paced. So with all my assets done, I'll drop everything into my editor. I use CapCut, but you can use whatever you prefer, and that's it.
Okay, I have to show you this blender I just got. I've had it for like 30 seconds. It crushes ice, frozen fruit, everything, no problem. The cleanup is super easy too, which is huge for me because I hate scrubbing. Honestly, for the price, this blender is a no-brainer if you're looking for something fast, simple, and powerful.
The whole process took under 15 minutes and only cost $10 in total. So now we can finally answer the question we asked at the start, which ad actually came out on top. And to me, it's pretty clear. The $10 ad is the best one. Because with ARC ads, you don't just save money, you get full control. You can change scripts, swap actors, test new styles, all without waiting on anyone, and without dealing with people who just decide not to send you the ad. You can literally make dozens, even hundreds of ads in the time it takes a single creator to send back one video, never having to ship products, deal with revisions, or wait weeks for delivery. So if you want to create ads just like the ones we made today, go ahead and click the link down in the description, sign up for ARC ads, and try it out for yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.